Next up on our list of annoying drivers. Let's say you're driving down the road like I am right now. There's nobody in front of me and there's nobody behind me. Somebody will pull up on a side road, whether it's left or right, and instead of waiting for me to go, they will pull out in front of me and then they will turn at the next intersection. So they'll literally pull out in front of me and then stop. So instead of letting me pass, I have to basically stop, and it seems like they never pull out in front of you at a safe time. They always wait till the last minute, and then whoop, they're in front of you, and then you're hitting your brakes, hard to avoid hitting them. And obviously, it'd be their fault if you hit them, as long as you could prove that they did what they did, which is why it's helpful to have a dash cam. It certainly, unfortunately, doesn't always capture the bad drivers doing bad things. It may only capture them already in front of you and you plowing into them. So there's that, but I'd rather have the camera than not have the camera, because there are just so many terrible drivers on the road that do stupid things. And that will segue into my next one. I'm sure you heard the turn signal clicking there. Use your turn signal. Oh my God. It blows me away how many people don't use a signal. It seems like every pickup truck and every luxury car never uses a signal no matter what. I'm obsessive, compulsive, OCD. I'm probably Asperger's, or what they now call Autism 1. So I'm very obsessive about signals, and I use my signals probably overly so. Like, I use them for lane changes. I use them when I'm pulling into my own driveway, when I'm leaving my driveway, etc. But I swear it seems like it's just a tiny percentage of drivers that use a turn signal. And so you're driving along and all of a sudden they're stopped and you're like, what are they doing? It's since they're making a turn, they just did a signal. Or they're driving along and all of a sudden they just pull into your lane. So there's a reason we have signals. It's for everybody's safety. It makes for a much more safe and peaceful drive if you use your signal. And most states, the law is you got to signal at least 100 feet before you turn or lane change. There's usually exceptions for roads where it's impossible or whatever. But bottom line, if you signal, reasonably before you make your turn or your lane change, you're probably okay there. And also, you'll find, talking about the blind spot drivers from prior video, if they're riding in your blind spot and you're needing to get over, sometimes if you hit your signal, I find that there's a lot of courteous drivers out there that will slow down and let you in. Not all, of course. There's plenty of jerks on the road that will purposely stay to where you can't get in front of them. It is what it is. The next one, it's not really drivers, it's the roadway engineers that irritate me, and it's traffic lights that are either poorly timed or they're not set up very responsively as far as when a car is coming. So Waco is notorious with horrible intersections where you're driving up to an intersection, there's cars, and you have a green light, and as all the cars arrive at the intersection, the light turns red, and the opposite direction, there's nobody coming either direction, and they get a green. And so you're sitting at a red light when there's no cross traffic coming at all. About the time their light turns red, cars approach. And so it creates a lot of where you're stuck, sitting, idling, wasting gas, polluting the environment. It's just, and it's annoying. I mean, you're right? I mean, we're humans, we have brains, we can decide when it's safe and when it's not. I realize there's a growing percentage of drivers that probably shouldn't be on the road. I swear they don't know when to go, when not to go, how to go, whatever. But yeah, these intersections that the lights just randomly turn red and stay red, they drive me crazy. And that's not really a driver problem, obviously. You would think with all the technology we have that they could make them kind of either learn from the traffic patterns or respond to approaching cars, whether it's motion sensor or something in the roadway or whatever. But there's definitely ways that they do it, because there's some places you drive and when you approach an intersection, the lights change intelligently.